Well, hey everybody, Dr. Buelow here with Revive Upper Cervical. And so today we've got Priscilla in with her daughter Isobelle. 7 months old. Is her head on the mic? I'm wondering. I don't know where it is. There it is. You're probably hearing the back of Isobella's head. But I always tell people my favorite age is that 6 to 9 month range because they're just so full of life. Really? Tell me all about it. But I wanted to grab Priscilla for just a minute to tell everybody about what brought Isobelle in to see us. And it's nothing dramatic, nothing crazy, nothing scary, but it's a very common thing. Very common thing with the kiddos. What was it that you guys had noticed?
It was a little mild head tilt that my dad noticed on her left side.
Yeah.
And then at her, I think 4 months checkup, my pediatrician noticed it too.
Yeah.
So we decided to get that checked by physical therapy and do a little stretching. But for me, I wanted to do Upper Chiropractic Care because I know how traumatic the birth process is.
You said a few things in there that I think probably happen so much to people. Number one, head tilt. Very often our babies will prefer that their head is always in one side. Yes. They're always looking in one side. And so often we just think it's normal. You know, we just go, no big deal, this, that, and the other. But it's kind of like a tree growing out of the ground, you know? And if it's leaning to one side, it's a little twig is leaning to one side, the tree is going to grow that way, you know? And it's like, yeah, they may grow out of it, but what that means is they adapt to it. Yes, they adapt to it. And so they end up with a twisted spine later on in life. And we wonder why people have scoliosis. Can you say scoliosis? Yeah, you know what? But we wonder what can create that stuff, and I think sometimes it can happen at an early age.
Right.
So she's done well. I mean, we've been taking care of her now for a little bit, and she's holding her head up wonderful, and she's just a happy, healthy kiddo. We talked about earlier before we went live here that she had a small stint with some little breathing difficulties. But other than that, she's been a happy and healthy kid. And what I was talking to Priscilla about was, I don't think it's a coincidence. When you have children that are breastfed, whenever they are under chiropractic care, in my opinion, they tend to be happy, healthy babies, sleeping through the night, all that fun stuff. The only other question I wanted to ask you that maybe you could talk on is, what are the adjustments like? Some people think that when a child goes to the chiropractor, they think it's going to be this big giant, sumo flex of an adjustment.
It's just a little tap on her neck. Yeah. It's not anything evasive that he'll do on an adult like me.
Right.
So I'm just thankful that I remembered about you doing upper cervical for her head tilt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And getting her checked out, because I don't think with the stretching, that would just do it for her.
You need to get deep down to some of these structures, gently realign them, and then we can work with the envelope of tissue around them. I think a lot of times it's a both and. It works well together. And yeah, with little Isobelle here, we lie her on her back. There's a little impulse behind the ear. Sometimes I'll use the tip of my finger. Sometimes I'll use a little instrument. But it's very, very gentle. And we do testing before and after to make sure we made a change. And then we just let these kids grow up happy, healthy, uninterfered with. Yeah. Nobody wants that irritation on the inside, irritating those nerves.
And then sometimes you'll do them a little massage, and that helps her, and she loves it, and she's like, ooh, what's this?
That's right.
What's this?
That's right. Yeah, the adjustment of the kiddos is so gentle. That's how I describe it. It's like a massage. It's this little pressure point, just a little bit to loosen up the muscles that bind up around those upper neck bones. And we want to relax them so they can slide back in place, so she can hold her head up, and most importantly, so that brain can communicate with the body throughout life. The brain runs through the spine and helps these little organs get stimulated and helps them grow. And Isobelle just couldn't agree more. I think that's the end of the story.
I think so.
Priscilla, otherwise we'll close it on down, but I'm glad. I thank you for taking the time and chatting with us. But anything else you want to share with folks?
Even my oldest daughter, I took her to see a chiropractor because she was wobbly after 12 months, and I say after that she did wonderful.
That's right.
And anybody that says, oh, that's just normal kid stuff, it's really not, and it can affect their growing and their height.
Yeah. We want these kids to grow up straight and tall and free of any kind of interference to the nerves. We want them as healthy as we can. So congrats to you for your growing beautiful family.
Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out with me. And thank you guys for watching. If you know anybody that's got young kiddos, please share this with them. you never know. You may make a positive impact in their quality of life and the health of their family. So thanks again. Thank you, Priscilla.
Yep. Especially the head tilt.
That's right.
That's scary.
That's some scary stuff. Huh. Say bye. Say bye-bye.
Say bye.
Say bye-bye.